Hello, this is Danielle Yawowiecka with the BBC News. Israeli public radio says the country has carried out a cyber attack on an Iranian nuclear facility. Citing unidentified intelligence sources, the report on Kan Radio said the Mossad spy agency had carried out a cyber operation at the Natanz nuclear plant, which is key to Iran's uranium enrichment program. There's been no official Israeli comment. Yolande Knell is in Jerusalem.
Earlier, Iran's Atomic Energy Organization said there'd been an electricity problem at Natanz, just hours after Tehran launched new advanced uranium enrichment centrifuges there. In recent days, Israel has stepped up its warnings about Iran's nuclear program, amid efforts by Washington and Tehran to revive Iran's 2015 nuclear deal, which was abandoned by President Trump. The latest developments have been taking place as the US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visits Israel on the first official trip by a member of the Biden administration.
Researchers in Brazil say more than half the patients with COVID-19 in intensive care are under 40. The Brazilian Association of Intensive Care Medicine said more younger patients were arriving with no pre-existing conditions and were developing more severe cases of the virus. Candice Piet reports.
Speaking for the association, Dr. Ederlong Hezengi said the number of people under 40 in intensive care units with COVID-19 had risen to more than 50% of the total in March. Dr. Hezengi said there were various factors that could explain this. Brazil had already vaccinated all over 80-year-olds, so this group didn't need intensive care in such large numbers. Another cause was the circulation of a more infectious COVID-19 variant, which has been driving a record increase in daily death rates. Younger people also had jobs, he said, and took greater risks.
An international charity says locust swarms, extreme weather and below-average rainfall mean millions of people in Somalia will not have enough food. Here's Mary Harper.
Save the Children says crop and vegetable production is expected to drop by up to 80% this season. Income from livestock sales, a mainstay of the Somali economy, is projected to fall by up to 55%. The agency says mothers are desperately trying to scrape together just one meal a day for their children. Some of them are already malnourished. Projections say that this year, poor families in southern Somalia will only be able to source 15% of their food from their crops.
Queen Elizabeth has said the loss of her husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, has left a huge void in her life, according to their second son, the Duke of York. Prince Andrew said Prince Philip had been a remarkable man. His sister, Princess Anne, said their father had been her teacher and had left a legacy that would inspire. World News from the BBC. At least 9 people have been kidnapped in Haiti, including 5 priests and 2 nuns, some of them French. A spokesperson for the Haitian Bishops' Conference, Father Luja Mazil, said they had been abducted near the capital Port-au-Prince while they were on their way to the installation of a new parish priest. Father Mazil said the kidnappers were demanding $1 million ransom. The polls have closed in Ecuador, where a left-wing economist Andrés Arauz and a conservative former banker Guillermo Lasso are competing for the presidency. Exit polls suggest the result may be a close call. An economist, Mr. Arauz, campaigned on a promise of returning Ecuador to socialism, while Mr. Lasso is advancing pro-market reforms. Peruvians are voting for a new president in elections overshadowed by soaring COVID-19 deaths. Over 54,000 people have died so far in Peru, and health workers are struggling with a shortage of materials to treat the disease and overcrowded hospitals. No clear winner is expected. 83-year-old Sir Anthony Hopkins has won the Best Male Actor Award at the BAFTAs, Britain's most prestigious film awards. He's the oldest man to pick up the prize, which he won for his role as an elderly dementia sufferer in The Father. Best Female Actor was the American Frances McDormand for her part in Nomadland. Some awards were given out last night, including the prize for Best British Short Film. It went to the Palestinian-British filmmaker Farah Nabulsi for The Present, which is about a man trying to buy an anniversary gift for his wife in the West Bank. She said she was inspired by her first trip there as an adult.
I came away really feeling compelled to tell these human stories and express myself creatively. I've always loved film, and I think it's one of the most powerful means of meaningful human communication. And that was it.
BBC News.